Alright, Schlockmeister fans, here's a movie I have a VHS tape of called Pray TV. Here's a DVD of a movie I have called Pray TV. It's not the same, I was so confused. But let's check it out. That's John Ritter, he plays Tom. He's attending a big televangelist program. He's an upcoming preacher himself.
Special man, our host and founder, Reverend Freddie Stone.
Ned Beatty is the big man. Mr. Televangelist himself.
Amen. God bless all of you. If you haven't found Jesus, if you haven't let him into your heart, this can be a really special day. You can call that number at the bottom of your screen. And there's going to be somebody on the other end to pray and to counsel with you. Reward all of us. Production costs are going up around here every day. So the stations on which we buy time in order to come to you, those prices have doubled. Yes, that's right, they've doubled recently. But we want to stay on the air. Tom, we need to raise $185,000 by the end of this month to keep one missionary program going in Brazil. I wonder if you would share with us your sense of the need for this kind of ministry.
Tom is really jazzed.
That's fantastic. The man really reaches the people. The excitement out there is contagious. I mean, there's such an immediacy in his relationship with Christ. I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be a fascinating couple of months.
Tom is staying with his family, and the father of the family there isn't doing too well health-wise.
It's been so hard for him. It's been so awful.
This is the daughter. She came home.
I'm Tom McPherson.
His dad's not doing well.
Are you all right?
Oh, he was supposed to be dead in April.
And this night they're taking him to the hospital. This might be the end of him.
Phone calls and prayer requests are way up. I mean, we're helping more and more people every day. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Big business is televangelism.
Here's our interview guest on the show today. Yeah.
Big business indeed.
What are you averaging on a weekly basis? I mean, how much do you take in? Around 7.5, 8. $800,000 a week? That's over $3 million a month. Last cigarette when I was
The father in that family did die that night on the way to the hospital.
We were out in the corridor and he just went. Alone.
Liz, no one goes alone. Grant you, but an awful lot is going on. A lot of people are being reached.
If we all survive Freddie's marketing techniques.
Television is an extraordinary tool for a ministry.
Oh, I recognize the power of it, all right. It's just so impersonal, so mechanical. Members reinforce that lack of contact. Should then reinforce the distance between minister and parishioner. On and on it goes, till there is no church.
This minister has concerns about televangelism.
Flickering pictures.
Mr. Mel Torme.
If you are blue, it's easy to shake off your cameraman sorrow. Tell the blues to go. They may refuse to go.
Tom and Liz may be starting a romance.
I'm going to announce the formation of a new organization that's going to turn this country around.
Remember Jerry Falwell's moral majority?
How do we do good to those that hate us? The secularists, the humanists, the pornographers, the feminists, the homosexuals, the abortionists. How?
In your homes? Is your family safe? Your mother drafted for combat? Okay. Ratify ERA.
Religion getting into politics now.
Are you listening, Washington? Are you listening, America?
just running over to the attorney's.
The attorney.
Yes, I'm selling the business. Nobody wants to buy it, and I don't blame them. John hated it. He started it, built it, it killed it.
Tom's getting a little disillusioned with the big business aspect.
I'm sorry, you were saying you've been here a while, and I wanted to know if someone's in trouble. I mean, real trouble. Has Freddie ever helped personally, on a one-to-one basis?
Well, I'm sure he's done it, but... Steve, he said the trucks would be ready to go at 4. It's 4:30 now. What's going on?
You're not sending missionaries, not even one?
No.
Wait a minute. I was on television across the country talking about the missionaries we're sending, and you're talking about antennas.
Souls.
Tom gets a scolding from the big reverend.
We can reach them. We can do it. We can do the work of hundreds of missionaries. Today, now, live. If it bothers you, and you want to deny his word, then you shame God.
Tom gets an offer at a small
I want
church.
you to give a sermon here. I'll give you 20 minutes.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, I wouldn't know what to say.
Too much.
Hi.
So we were all kind of waiting to see
I've got the business.
go.
On who?
Congratulations.
I got a small income from it, enough to pay off the medical bills, all the funeral expenses, and annuity. I've deeded the business to Reverend Stone, to his ministry.
Why did you do that?
Me?
She scolded her
What
mom.
did I do? She's just given away the business.
She didn't give away the business. She gets an annuity, so why did you scare her?
I scared
That first time no-name candidate that Freddie was supporting wins the primary.
Correct. And I'm leaving. You don't seem very surprised.
I'm not.
You're breaking some moral laws here. And it's getting worse as you move into politics. What is wrong, clearly wrong, is the manipulation of people and people's thinking toward goals other than spiritual, other than evangelical, under the cover of spiritual guidance. That is a betrayal of trust.
Yep.
He tells Liz he quit.
Why?
It's not a church. It's a television studio. You're not in the media. You belong in a church.
So he preaches to a regular church.
Jesus said, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." Christians under one roof in the house of God. I myself.
And just next door,
I come to
Hello out there, America. Welcome to this story. It's a beautiful day here in spring, isn't it? Oh, yes.
all right. Now, some of you know I'm trying to get DVDs or DVD-Rs or Blu-rays of all of my VHS tapes. One of them is this movie called Pray TV with Dabney Coleman. It's an old cable movie. So I went out and found a DVD for Pray TV. Unfortunately, it's the wrong Pray TV. This is a Pray TV from 1982. This one's from 1981. Yes, two movies with the same title 1 year apart. Probably only months apart, actually, because this was a made-for-television movie, February 1st, 1982. I grabbed the wrong movie. Had no clue. I just saw Pray TV. I was like, I need Pray TV. Anyway, so now I have an extra movie in my collection, and what the hell? I have it, I watched it, I reviewed it. So here we go. Made for television movie, 1982. Did a little research on this movie. Turns out that Jerry Falwell tried to stop this movie from being released. He thought it would make his industry look bad, and it kind of does make his industry look bad. Although, if you ask me, Jerry Falwell made his own industry look bad. We have a super televangelist here, Ned Beatty, who plays Frank. I think was his name, Frank. And John Ritter, who's an up-and-coming preacher of some sort. And he's fascinated by the whole thing, and he wants to join. Now, he really is driven by religion. And once he gets involved with Ned Beatty's organization, he realizes they're more about profit than actual teaching the gospel, on a one-on-one type basis, reaching out to people. They're more interested in money and growing their churches, making more churches, preaching by satellite to other countries, Brazil, and just money, 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 money. And he's disappointed in it that Frank doesn't do any sort of one-on-one preaching. He's just always on television, and that's it. He ends up staying with this family while he's wherever he is, And one of the people in the family there is kind of disillusioned by the church as well. And eventually, John Ritter, Tom, he decides he's going to quit the organization altogether. He confronts Ned Beatty and says, look, I think you're doing some things that are morally wrong. Somewhere you've lost your way, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to go and preach at this other church on Sunday with a sermon. And that's kind of how the movie ends, with him doing a sermon. There's kind of this prophetic thing where he's doing the sermon, and as we pan out of the church, we see a television antenna, and we hear Frank's voice doing his televangelist thing. So there you go. Actually, as a movie, this movie is pretty good. I enjoyed it. It's pretty entertaining. It's kind of a, I'm not into church stuff myself, but it's a pretty damning expose of that sort of industry. I can understand why Jerry Falwell wanted to get rid of it. So, wow, there you go. So, anyway, I ain't got much more to say about this. Kino Lorber put this out, I believe, on DVD and Blu-ray. This is the DVD of it. I think they had a sale, I don't know, 3-4 months ago, and I got it for like $6 or something like that. So I had to snatch it up because I thought I needed it. Turns out I just needed an extra movie, I guess. So anyway, check it out. Pray TV. Has anybody else seen this thing besides me? I doubt it. Leave some comments down below. Pray TV. Watch it. Bye.